Hi, my name is Mark and I'm here to present to you a new feature on the Attentio brand dashboard, which is called Subjectivity. Subjectivity measures how emotional discussions are about brands. Subjective articles are very important from the brand image perspective. They come from people who feel strongly about the brand, as opposed to the folks that just happen to mention them. A brand could have a lot of buzz, but it might be mostly neutral. However, a brand might have very little buzz, but it is all highly opinionated. Our subjectivity tool shows you the percentage of positive and negative posts across all conversations. On this graph, in the section just next to the buzz trends, you can compare the percentage of the subjective postings for the brands. And you see that in the automotive industry, Ford is by far the most subjective brand. And on the chart underneath, you can see the subjectivity trends. For example, we see that Ford, which is by far the most subjective brand over time, ranges from 50 to almost 70%. On the right side here, we can see the subjective articles. Let me show you in Entity. As I mentioned, subjectivity is calculated from the positive and negative sentiments that can be found. This sentiment is automatically calculated by the Attentio algorithm. Because different people can perceive articles in different ways, we also added this subjectivity tab here, where you can correct the sentiment when you think it should be positive instead of negative, or vice versa. You can also find the articles that are classified as neutral and change their classification as well. Also, subjectivity trends can be currently seen by language, and the languages available are English, German, French, Dutch, Spanish, Italian, and Norwegian. The subjectivity cannot yet be viewed by region, in here, but only for these languages. The possibility of viewing the sentiment for different regions will be added in the later versions of the subjectivity. Here below, you can see all articles that have been classified by the sentiment algorithm. Here in this box, you can change the language of the articles that you view, and the classifications that you see here is automatic. Here, in these boxes, you can see if an article has been changed by you or your colleagues. If the article is classified by the algorithm, the checkbox is empty. If it has been reclassified by someone, you will see it checked. You can see all sentimental articles by clicking on the next button at the bottom. After you change the classification of the article, please don't forget to click the Submit Feedback button. This will send the information to the dashboard. The graphs are updated once a day as the rest of the dashboard, so you will see the changes next to the articles immediately, but the chart will only be updated after the next tracking. In the right upper corner of the chart, you can see the last date that the chart was updated. You can check the date the next time you come to the dashboard, and if the date has changed, it means that all charts for subjectivity and sentiment have been updated according to your changes. Now, as you know, this is the beta release of this tool. It means that there will be some changes to it in the coming weeks to make it work even easier. If you would like to include this feature in your dashboards, please contact your analyst or email Kalina at kalina@attentio.com. This feature is available only upon request, but with no extra cost for users who would like to try it out in the beta mode. We will keep you updated about all the changes that will be done to this feature. Thanks for listening, and I hope you find this tool useful.